What age of kids are you working with? What's the age?
I'm gonna be honest, all ages,
Okay.
from high school kids down to middle school kids, and then I do a little couple things for the youth, meaning like elementary kids and stuff like that. So all ages, all ages.
Okay. And so now the situation that the city of Indianapolis is dealing with, actually the state, where we are ranked number 2 in teen suicides, and we're number 1 in suicide attempts. From your experience dealing with kids, what do you think is the issue right now with kids today?
You know, doing mentor programs with a few different people around here in the city, I've seen quite a few different things on a lot of different perspectives. One in which is, number one, even in adulthood, you never know what's going on in somebody's life. You never do. And I think we have this big thing right now with bullying. And so with bullying comes with kids not knowing what's going on in somebody's life and pushing them too far over the edge. It could be something as simple as a young lady's hair is not done a particular way or in style for whatever it is, and a group of girls will antagonize her. Well, you don't know, her mother or father may not be able to pay to get her hair done like theirs is done. Or you deal with a situation with young men who don't have the father figures in their life like they're supposed to. So you get kids who act irrational, or they may get beat at home and they act irrational because they have nobody to sit them down and explain to them that this part of your behavior is not okay. You know, you're going to be an adult someday, and right now you're getting a slap on the wrist. When you get about 18 or over, and really now they didn't cracked on down and now, forget even 18, you're going to jail. These schools have real live police officers day to day ready to take you to jail, especially in high schools. Not playing no games no more. And so you need to have a set system at home. And I know, especially in the African American community, it's broke down so bad where, mama's baby, daddy's maybe type system. You see what I mean? I mean, it's been a broke system for centuries now. It just ain't decades, for centuries now. This system has been broken, and it's a vicious cycle that needs to stop. And it's going to take time. It's not going to stop today. I don't care how many organizations open up around in the city, we helping the youth. You need to help the parents just as well. And there are some organizations who do try to do that, but it starts with the parents, because the kids are only going to follow what an adult tells them to do. If you give good directions, not just directions just to make them do something, but if you give them good solid direction on what life is going to be, stop telling them what you think it's going to be. Tell them the real deal. We live in a real world with real problems and reality TV society. That ain't even really reality TV, that's what they just call it, because it ain't reality. You need to give them real practical things that's going to happen in their life. And a lot of people don't do that, or is broken homes, or don't exist where nobody's teaching them. And so it's survival of the fittest. They gonna figure out a way to survive. Whether you help them or not, they live and they breathe and they gotta eat. They're a human being. They suffocate just like anybody else, so they gonna figure out what to do.
What have you dealt with a situation personally with a kid who was contemplating suicide, actually attempted suicide, or dealt with a bullying? What kind of situation have you dealt with personally that you can speak on?
Particularly for what I do, I've never had a student come up and just say, hey, I'm getting ready to commit suicide. Working with different mentor programs on the video part and stuff like that, I'm almost like a fly on the wall, so I can't share the stories, but I can tell you that I have heard stories of kids, of students who have attempted to slit the wrist, who have attempted to kill their stepfather because they've been beating their mother. So I mean, you see and hear a lot of different stories from these kids, and you see a different perspective for where they see.
What's the consistent